What's going on, and welcome back to another video. Having relocated to Bath in November of last year, I wouldn't quite call myself a Bathonian just yet, but I have been exploring and wandering into enough viewpoints to make a video about it. Just like Rome and Kampala, Bath is a city built on 7 hills, and with that are some incredible sights worth the climb. Without further ado, here are my top 5 spots in Bath for a view. Number 1, Alexandra Park. Shout out to Carl from Stanza Fitness for recommending I check out this spot. The first time I visited Alexandra Park was by bicycle.
Why?
And let's just say the only time I went by bike since. If you're visiting Bath on a short trip and haven't got that much time, Alexandra Park is the perfect viewpoint to see the whole city up close, and I would say takes less than 30 minutes from the train station at a steady nasal breathing pace. If you've got a poor sense of direction, fear not, as there are loads of signs along the way to keep you on the right path. If you'd rather drive, there are car parking spaces at the top which are free for the first hour. Being a small park, I don't think you would need more than that to soak in the views and take a selfie or two. There is also a playground at the top, which is perfect if you've got little ones, allowing them to be active and release some of that energy. Overall, Alexandra Park is an excellent viewpoint and helps identify landmarks in your mental map. From here you can see an oddly flat hill in the distance, which leads us onto our next spot. Number 2, Little Solsbury Hill. This flat top of the hill used to be a walled village in the early Iron Age from about 300 BC to 100 BC, which is quite a remarkable thought. The first time we came here was by foot on Christmas Day and took us just over an hour from Walcott Street. Going by car certainly shortens the journey to less than 10 minutes, which saves you the steep climb and almost feels like you are cheating, but just be careful and respectful of where and how you park. Coming on a clear day will make all the difference on the view you get, as the hill is quite a distance away from the city. Either way, it always seems to be quite windy up there, as there isn't much protection from any direction. The iron flat is perfect for walking or running around, as it's shaped like an Olympic track. A must-go-to spot if you can afford the time. Number 3, Prior Park Landscape Garden. I seem to always spot Prior Park from wherever I am in Bath, which is what led me to investigate this patch of grass further. I have to confess, I'm not really one for buying tickets, as I think there's nothing quite like a bit of adrenaline and jumping over some walls to start off your day. That being said, Prior Park is undergoing a huge but crucial restoration project on its 18th century dams, and at the moment the views aren't as spectacular as I presume they were or will be in the future once all the construction is done. Nonetheless, the landscape garden still holds one of only 4 Palladian bridges in the world, and certainly is an elegant and eye-catching example of architecture, as Uncle Google just informed me. The building at the top of the park, I later found out, is actually part of a school and not the park, which I initially thought. This means the best viewpoint is really the bougie school at the top of the hill, but anyway, I don't regret checking out Prior Park to know what's what, and I'd certainly recommend you do too when all is restored and the dams are back in all its glory. Let's move on. Number 4, Sham Castle. Located next to the Bath Golf Club, Sham Castle is still worth the visit whether you're planning on doing 18 holes or not. This is the first spot we visited on this list when we first moved to Bath, and therefore makes it quite special for that reason. From the drone you can see the trees that have been cut down to create a small opening and provide an impressive view through from the castle. I would describe Sham Castle as a very Instagrammable spot, although it's never been really too crowded the times I've been there. Perhaps because Sham Castle is just one of the many wonderful resting spots along the 6-mile circular Bath skyline walk. Anyway, with all this walking and climbing, I think it's about time to have a little sit down and reward yourself with a cheeky drink or two. Number 5, Hare and Hounds. Talk about a pub with a view. Believe it or not, I didn't discover this pub by Google search or through anyone's recommendations. It was by pure coincidence, stumbling through a field of sheep and sheep droppings, that I saw some lights at the top of this hill. Pretty magical, right? Little did I know there was an actual road for humans to walk on leading to the top of Lansdowne. The view from this spot is unique from the others in the sense that it's not a view of the city centre. I think the view makes you feel like you've gone somewhere far away in the countryside, and yet you're just on top of another hill facing in another direction. If you're after food, be sure to make an early reservation if you can, especially on the weekends, as the pub is a pretty popular spot. I can't wait for warmer and longer days to enjoy the view here with a pint outside. And that's a wrap, folks. My 5 favorite viewpoints in Bath for now.
Thank you for watching. Give this video a like and subscribe.